Hey folks, how's it going? It is Royal Shrimp here, and I am bringing you guys some Call of Duty 4 gameplay on a map which the name for I do not remember. Yoda speak right there. Today I have a little bit of sniper gameplay for you, and then I think later on I noticed that I'm not actually too good with the sniper, and I switch over. Now, is this just me, or was there ever view bobbing in Call of Duty 4? Because if you can see here, I mean, I'm running, and I'm running straight. I mean, I don't know if that's just me or something like that, but I find it sort of weird, and there aren't really any footsteps, and there's some shenanigans going on. But basically what I wanted to talk about in this video was the next few weeks, because they're going to be a little bit interesting. This week and next week I'm going to be having finals at my high school, so I'm gonna need to be concentrating on those. Meaning I won't be making very many, if at all, any videos. I won't be making any. I have some pre-rendered that I'm just going to be uploading every now and then, but I won't be making any new content or anything like that. So, that's one thing. Now, another thing is, basically, in preparation for... I mean, you guys all know that I render my stuff, or, well, if you don't know, this is news for you then. I render most of my Call of Duty videos, and Battlefield, and in general Xbox videos on my MacBook Air because I have ITV for that, and that's how I record with my HD PVR, and I just find it a lot easier and less clutter-free than a PC. And I know I could probably get some program on the PC, and I tried to, but it was not really working out, and so yeah, the Mac is a little bit more hassle-free. Now, the one thing the MacBook Air does not have is speed. It does take me about, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours to render out this video right here, which I could probably do in a matter of, well, minutes on my 8-core PC, GPU, accelerated, blah 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 blah, overpowered crapness. But, on that note, I am going to be selling my MacBook Air in the hopes of getting enough money, well, not getting enough money, but getting a fairly okay return investment so that I can then, with, of course, the help with some additional money, buy the new MacBook Pro, which is probably going to be announced on at WWDC, Worldwide Developer Conference of Apple, sometime like June 11th or so. So, you know, like I said, to get enough return money and stuff like that for selling it, I will be selling it this weekend, which means that I probably won't be posting any more Call of Duty or Battlefield videos for a little bit. What I hope to do, like I said, is buy the MacBook Pro, and I have used General Void's MacBook Pro, and man, all I can say is this same video, 3 hours on my computer, takes only about 10 minutes on his computer, even though they're both mobile processors and whatever, his quad core and his GPU, they just make such a big difference, and it really, the performance is amazing. So I'm going to be switching over to the new MacBook Pro, which is rumored to have, well, the new Ivy Bridge processors, which are supposed to be extremely good, or compared to the mobile processors of Sandy Bridge. And, you know, new NVIDIA graphics card. I believe that the rumors are going around that it's going to be the GeForce GT 650M, which I have looked up so far, and, well, it can play Battlefield on, apparently, all medium settings. Now, that's only for PC, of course. We don't know what other hidden features Apple is going to enable and or rather disable, because it's Apple. But, yeah, I mean, what I'm hoping for a little bit is 2 gigabytes of video RAM, because I mean, if the rumors are also true, you know, we're going to get high-res screens, you know, and if we get those, the size of every picture increases, which means, you know, more frames and that, or like bigger frame sizes, which means we need more memory for big games that take up more VRAM because of the high resolution. So, you know, I'm hoping for the 2 gigabyte version, but it's Apple, so you can never, you know, yes, you get GPU upgrades every edition on everything pretty much, but I mean, you never expect top of the line, you know, expect medium or low tier stuff. But the GT 650 is really not low tier, it's actually very mid or top tier. But like I said, I'm just hoping for the 2 gigabyte of video RAM version. Also rumored is that it will be featuring a SSD HDD hybrid, I guess you could call it, storage system. Rumors are going around that the SSD is going to be like very small and only feature the OS, and then the HDD, of course, is going to feature, you know, all your big files and the rest of the programs and everything, which I'm honestly fine with. I mean, I use a Windows PC that way, you know, I have my Windows and like my, you know, longer loading games like MMOs on my SSD, and then on my hard drive I have my, you know, slower loading, or like games that only need loading once, like Battlefield 3 and stuff like that, and you know, my videos and stuff like that. So that combo is gonna be really nice for boot up times and stuff. If of course these are just rumors, these are not, you know, nothing's been confirmed and or denied yet. So like I said, these are just speculations, and you know, usually these are true because at this point in time, you know, we're only a couple weeks away, and the rumors are generally pretty reliable. Also mentioned is USB 3.0. You know, that's a little bit eh. Hopefully the MacBook Pro will have enough internal storage where, I mean, for the MacBook Air right now, I have a 128 gigabyte SSD, and for making videos, that is not nearly enough. So I actually have a external USB hard drive, which is extremely slow because, of course, USB is fairly slow. And I don't have the 2011 MacBook Air. I have the 2010, so I don't have Thunderbolt yet, which I'm sad about. But at the time, I got it for gaming purposes, and everyone's going to be like, oh my god, Shrimp, you're horrible. You got a MacBook Air for gaming. And yes, at the time, that was the most I could afford. And I really wanted an Apple laptop, so I was like, you know, I'll just get the 2010 MacBook Air because the HD 3000, which was Intel's integrated solution for the 2011 MacBook Air, was not very good compared to the 2010 NVIDIA integrated solution, the NVIDIA 320M at the time. So that's why I got my MacBook Air. But yeah, so I'm going to also be gaming on it. You guys will definitely be seeing test videos and stuff like that. But I mean, that's basically what I want to do, just upgrade. And another thing I want to get, if I have any leftover money or whatever from that purchase, is get the, what is it called? The Blackmagic Intensity Pro Extreme Better Overpowered Awesomeness. And basically what it is, it's basically like an HD PVR. You guys have probably all heard about Blackmagic and like their line of capture cards and whatnot. But basically what this thing allows you to do, it's a Mac only, well, Thunderbolt only. I mean, so far Macs are the only things that have Thunderbolt, but it's a Thunderbolt device. It's powered by Thunderbolt, and what you do is you plug your HDMI in on it and your HDMI out, of course, into your TV, and then a Thunderbolt cable to your computer, and that's how you record. So there's not much change except it can record HDMI. Now, the one problem with that is, however, that a lot of things are HDCP protected. For instance, you cannot record a PS3 without using a splitter cable. Because the content and because of the firmware of the PS3, out of the box it cannot record. You can't record because it's HDCP protected, and I'm sort of sad about that. But I don't have a PS3, so I won't be using that. But that will definitely bring you guys better quality. If you guys didn't know, the difference between component and HDMI is 720p. They're both 720p. I mean, HDMI, of course, can go to 1080p, but for this, the Blackmagic Intensity, you have to record at 720p. And basically, the only real difference you guys are going to see is, of course, a little bit more vibrant colors, a little bit more true to the game colors, and clear text. Now, I don't know how text has anything to do with anything, but the text will be clearer, or just like small textures and small details will be a little bit clearer to see. Like I said, guys, I don't know anything about that. I don't know why that is, but I'm guessing it has something to do with the analog signal not being as crisp and clean as a digital signal, which is HDMI. So yeah, those are my two, I guess, big announcements that are coming your way. Of course, you guys have been enjoying my Shrimp's World playthrough, or more series, and my Diablo playthrough and all that kind of stuff. And maybe you guys can leave in the comments here what kind of series you guys want to see. I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to anything. I am going to be starting a series, Shrimp Tutorials, where I basically show you guys how I play Call of Duty, because I have a lot of things. You know, you gotta use your radar, you gotta have high sensitivity, blah blah blah, gotta play with the team. There's so many things I want to talk about, and you know, you always hear people who make tutorials about video games, but in general I find that those are things that only work for them, and you know, generally people do find what works for them, but I'm trying to get around that and kind of see if I can get more things to work for the general public, and not just, you know, a lot of these people, they don't really cover everything. I'm going to try and like cover everything from controller to, you know, in-game to out-of-game, and, you know, one of my big things is be relaxed. One of my big, you know, if you're stressed and you know you have to go in 10 minutes, don't start up a Call of Duty game. You know you're going to go in 10 minutes, so you're going to be all stressed, you know, tips like that, which will be covered in a video pretty soon. So yeah, you guys can, I don't know, if you want to get excited for that, you can. And then, well, it's sort of, I guess you could call it recent development, was I had posted, you guys saw that video where I talked about, you know, should I spam YouTube, you know, big YouTube channels and be like, check out my videos, and actually somebody had responded to one of that saying, you know, basically screw you, Shrimp, you know, people like you piss me off and blah blah blah. So he sent me a little bit of hate mail, and I told him, you know, I don't really care. And then he said, well, he's gonna dislike every video of mine until I stop posting, and you know, that hasn't really happened. But in case you guys do see like around 20 dislikes on my videos, that is one person apparently using his 20 YouTube accounts to, I guess, demote my videos. And you know, I'm sort of sad that people react that way. But on the other hand, I can understand it. I have those exact same feelings towards those people who do that on my videos, for instance, because there actually have been people on my videos who are like, check out my channel, and I just ignore it. But it does get frustrating. So yeah, it looks like we're coming towards the end of the game here. It's about 188 to 170 something. I can't see the recording signal or sign is over that. But yeah, it's a pretty good game. I haven't gotten any more Call of Duty 4 gameplays because there's not very many people on Call of Duty 4, and if I get any gameplays, usually there's hacking going on. And this is one of the only games where I didn't get any hacked lobbies or, you know, infinite ammo, noob spam crap. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. My name is Oral Shrimp. Like, subscribe, favorite, do whatever you guys want to do, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
Good work, comrades!